I guess that brings us on to the 2010s.
All right, let's see. Also from r/anime.
Yep.
Okay.
So number 1, Steins Gate, Attack on Titan.
Okay, that is the most Reddit number 1. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it.
Look,
I'm just saying.
I love Steins Gate. I would not put it at number 1 though.
But that is what Reddit would put at number 1.
That's what
I know
Reddit
they
would.
would.
Yeah. For me, like top 2 of the 2010s is like Attack on Titan and Mob Psycho.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So number 1, Steins Gate.
Yeah, Steins Gate, Attack on Titan, Madoka Magica, Hunter x Hunter, Mob Psycho, Monogatari series, I guess. Even though back in Monogatari was like the 2000s.
Oh.
Made in Abyss, Violet Evergarden, March Comes In Like a Lion.
Oh, you missed Kaguya-sama.
You missed Kaguya-sama at number
and
7.
Kaguya-sama at number 7. I'm going to say it already. This is better than the 2000s.
Okay.
I think already this is like a lot of these shows I would still be like, nah, this shit goes
Yeah, a lot of these shows I would be inclined to go back to more than the 2000s
Good question,
ones.
because the only shows I haven't watched on this list is, I believe, Violet Evergarden is the only one I didn't watch.
Yeah.
And it's a show that I haven't heard much about since after the movie. Do you think it deserves its spot? As somebody who doesn't, I don't really know the anime. Would you say it?
I'd say
It made me
definitely-
cry.
As somebody who hasn't watched it, but for whatever reason, was it even worth me going back today? And
Yes, it is.
I think so,
That's my whole point
Yeah,
of this
definitely.
list, where I look at this list and immediately I'm like, these are still some absolutely fantastic shows that
These are
worth-
way easier to recommend than the 2000 shows.
And I would say even the 90s shows, because it's a lot like, it's such a unique experience that a lot of the 90s shows are easier to recommend than the 2000s show.
For sure, yeah.
I think the 2000s has a real like identity problem where it's just a lot of the stuff it started, other shows have done better.
Yeah, 2000s were like kind of the transitional period for anime, where they were trying to jump off the back of like, I guess, the cool and edgy factor of 90s anime, while also trying to pertain to a larger crowd, but not knowing how.
Yeah, I mean,
then the 2010s was where they were like, they locked the fuck in and they were like, all right, I think we've figured this shit out now.
exactly.
So what didn't make the top 10?
Yeah, let's
If
see.
we
Let's see.
All right,
Re:Zero.
11th is Re:Zero, Vinland Saga, Place Further Than the Universe, Silent Voice, Your Name, JoJo's, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood again, Fate Zero, Kill la Kill, Haikyuu, Ping Pong the Animation, Hibike Euphonium, Konosuba, Chihayafuru, and Hyoka. Wow.
Feels like a crime that ping pong isn't higher.
Yeah, but I kind of get it because
It's a weird show.
it's a
but-
weird show.
But it's so good.
I'm
It's
happy
so
that
good.
Hibike Euphonium's up there.
Yeah.
Hibike Euphonium definitely deserves a lot more praise, in
I
my
think-
opinion.
Ping pong's my favorite anime of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking good.
It's so
It's
good.
definitely
It's
up
so
there.
good.
I mean, yeah, fuck me.
Oh, yeah, banger after banger on the
banger
list.
after banger.
A lot less movies.
Yeah,
I
Well,
think
the
they-
2000s, we didn't see any movies.
Yeah, what? I guess the art,
Other than
art form,
Spirited Away.
art form kind of, the movie art form died. But I guess it did feel like, at least when I was, I got into anime, I remember you guys too. Felt like a lot of the movies, at least that made it to the West, were more kid focused.
Yeah.
As opposed to these older ones like Ghost in the Shell. We didn't get any of those really.
I mean, I feel like this was kind of the decade where anime movies started becoming a thing internationally. But the big trend is not so much like Ghibli films or anime original films. It's now become shonen IP films that are the big money makers.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot more attention on IP films than now getting like a big director to make a film.
Yeah, I feel like the 2010s was definitely more like, I don't want to say indie, but like, independently known directors' works, like Hosoda or like Shinkai.
Yeah.
Were like really coming out of the woodworks with, like Your Name, for instance. Which is crazy because like we were talking about the 2016 trend earlier. I have a picture in 2016 of me standing in front of a poster of Your Name at the cinemas. And I'm like, holy fuck, that came out 10 years ago. That's scary.
Bro, we had Your Name and A Silent Voice both in the same year.
Oh, back to back. Amazing.
Oh, banger.
So let's go back to the list so we can have a look at the top 10.
Yeah.
Steins Gate.
See, Steins Gate is good, but it's one of those shows where I love it, but it's so hard to recommend.
It's also a show I've never, ever, ever, ever wanted to rewatch. I watched it one time and I was like, that was great. I am good.
Yeah. Look, it's because the first 10 episodes are so slow, even though the payoff at the end is amazing. But a lot of people, I feel, especially today, just do not have the patience to sit through the first 10 episodes of Steins Gate.
I don't know.
It's hard to recommend.
Am I undermining modern anime fans too much by saying that?
No, it's just, I don't know. Steins Gate is super weird for me because it's always like one of the most highly rated on like my anime list and r/anime specifically. And it's a great show. It's a fucking fantastic show, but it's never been kind of like a personal favorite of mine above some of the other shows on this list, at least.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger why. I don't know why.
I think Reddit and websites like it, you know, when there is a, how do you say this? Steins Gate is a very like, it is a story. Okabe, he's a guy. He's a smart guy, and he is going through some turmoil. And I think a lot of people don't get a lot of opportunity to feel those emotions through the characters that feel like they are similar to them. You know, I think Okabe, you know, is a very relatable person to someone who might, you know, I'm not saying he's a fucking nerd, but you know, like if I spend my time online, I'm going to see a lot more similarities to me with Okabe than I am with fucking Eren from Attack on Titan. And seeing him go through grief or through these like really slow burn emotions, it's like the peak I like anime, I have good taste thing, where it's like, it has to be a slow burn. It has to be a tragedy. It has to be, you know, a lot of intense emotions that really take a while to be told. I'm really bad at explaining the mindset.
It's like kind of it's like the groundedness of the character, right? That makes it more relatable and therefore makes the message at the end seem deeper.
Well, I would
maybe.
say,
I mean, it's you know, it's a story about grief and loss, and it's something that we can all experience. And I think it's through a gut wrenching way.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I don't know how to like properly put this into words, but it's, for me, it's like the characters where they feel like, the best way I can describe this is like the entire cast of Steins Gate feels very anime-y.
Yeah.
To a point where I feel like they are well-written characters and they are very interesting characters, but they are not, to me, they're not like a representation of the type of people you would see in like real life, you know? Like, let's say Mayuri, for example. There's no fucking girl going like, fucking... and even like fucking Okabe, his like larger than life personality, like
no, but that's the reason why Steins Gate, at least in Japan, was so fucking popular, is because you had these like incredibly anime characters like Mayushi, for instance, or you know, you had these larger than life characters like Okabe. But I think a lot of especially Japanese otakus looked at Okabe and was like, I want to be like that.
I mean, that's what I was trying to get at, really. I think Okabe is a very relatable figure of someone who is maybe not cool, but in his own space and what he's able to do, he's able to kind of make a space for himself that feels like he belongs.
Which is what a lot of otakus, especially in Japan, were trying to do in the 2010s.
Yeah. And
still doing it today.
What kind of anime viewer wouldn't want the girl that just goes do I guess, and you just have the fat friend because that's what you have.
Yeah, and also that's
fat friend who just makes memes.
Yeah, he just makes memes.
I mean, that's literally all he does. I can't remember anything.
What's his name again? What's his name?
Fuck, I always forget his name.
All I know is that like it's just like he is the main character, and it is apparent that Okabe is the main character, and everyone else is kind of like
Hashida Itaru.
I swear he had a nickname.
Yeah, he had a nickname.
But it's like Okabe gets the hot
Can you click on his character?
Yeah. What the fuck was his nickname?
98
Daru.
98 characters, 98 kilograms, bro. There's dogs in his health report. I mean, it's like you know, because he also then gets the beautiful woman too, who's
he
like,
does,
you know, ethereal, and it's like
I don't know why. He's always like, even though this is like Japanese anime, he's always given off stoner energy.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Look, he's a proactive otaku who's got a thing for both 2D and 3D girls. Talks quite a lot. He's like a super bad character. He's like,
Bro, just like me for real.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I like Steins Gate. I enjoy Steins Gate.
He's a Nichan user. That's right.
Yeah, of course.
That's right.
That's where
why
the
so
memes
many
come
people
from.
love
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Nichan loves Daru.
Yeah,
That's
it's Steins Gate is
Sexual
very,
harassment. Sorry. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think it is a show that really does, when you are that's why I watched it back in the day when I had like my fucking Reddit online era. I felt like, damn, bitch, that's me. I want the hot redhead and I guess I want a weird friend that says do. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it deserves number one is what we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
look,
think,
it's great. I love it, but it doesn't deserve number one.
It's not my personal favorite.
I think it's a little overconflated.
But it is a very, very good show.
Yeah.
Madoka Magica
See,
at number 3.
I love Madoka Magica, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'd put it above like Hunter x Hunter or Mob Psycho or even Monogatari. It'd probably be in my top 10 though, I will say. Again,
I think
this is another
strong aesthetics.
Yes.
Instantly recognizable, and an extremely popular twist that was like peak 2010s humor. Oh, you should watch Madoka Magica. Definitely watch episode 3.
It's a really cute magical girl show.
Like,
Just kidding, guys.
It felt like peak for that kind of time, that humor where we'd be like, scary maze. Play the scary maze.
And I feel like now it's just like the reason I'm like questioning number 3 is because like the whole like cutesy aesthetic versus very dark, depressing story. I'm like, it's kind of a cliche now, I think, if anything.
I mean, also, I feel like with the whole like deconstruction of magical girls thing, like, you know, earlier in the list, in the 90s list, we saw Revolutionary Girl Utena. I think Utena did it in a much more interesting way than Madoka did.
This was the decade where we could not stop using the fucking word deconstruction.
I know.
Hunter x Hunter is a deconstruction of shonen.
Mob Psycho is a deconstruction of harem.
Speaking of which, those two I would definitely put above Magica. Hunter x Hunter, Mob Psycho.
Yeah, I agreed. I would put Monogatari above Madoka Magica as well.
But
I also do feel it's kind of unfair to put the entirety of the Monogatari series, like, because there are multiple seasons here.
I watched so many of them, and man, I tried so hard to like that anime. I felt like a Reddit user. I was really trying my hardest.
Monogatari?
Yeah, I really tried to like it. I watched like 4 seasons of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Monogatari?
and at the end of it, I was like, damn, I still don't get it. I still don't know what the fuck I'm watching.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I feel like there is sometimes, like, and I know, yes, I was a dumb kid, and I might not have forgotten a lot of things because I'm dumb as well. But sometimes there are shows that I feel like people rate higher because they're like, no, I get it. No, I get it. That's why it's in my top 5, because I get it and you don't.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
Do you feel?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, okay, I know you actually get it because you care so deeply about this series. But there are some people who like put it in the top 5, and I'm like, really? Really?
Explain yourself.
You really think it's top 5? You really think that? I would love to hear more about the Monogatari series from you.
I just, another aspect, for example, as to why I think the Monogatari series does deserve the praise that it gets is because, at least when it came to the anime adaptation of it, which is what's on this list here, Shaft and Shimbo Ariuki just did such an cool job of making it visually also incredibly unique. Like, you know, Shimbo Ariuki was doing a bunch of stuff with Shaft before Monogatari, you know, in the same aesthetic, but something about the dialogue and the characters and the weird vibe that Monogatari is just worked so perfectly with this incredibly weird and jarring visual aesthetic that it made what is essentially a series that is 95% dialogue based into something that was visually incredibly appealing as well, which is very hard to do.
Yeah, I think the attention to detail on the shots and the colors,
absolutely,
and the composition of every like frame in the show is so beautiful.
Yeah,
and I think weirdly it does like horror anime better than horror in the sense that like with the way they portray how uncomfortable some of these talking scenes are.
Yeah.
It's like so good. And I think horror anime would have benefited a lot from a similar kind of vibe.
Monogatari does tension incredibly well. Even in a scene where it shouldn't be tense or scary. And yet it still somehow gives you that vibe of like, something's about to happen, and then nothing happens for the most part.
I would do the greatest anime opening of all time.
Oh, I mean, so many.
Well, that's 20,000.
Yeah. 20,000?
20,000.
I mean, in the year 20,000.
We also had Unravel come out this decade as well.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that might be the most iconic.
Yeah. We had some pretty iconic openings coming out.
Yeah. I would say, like, in terms of like Monogatari, there are a lot of series that have the same vibe as Monogatari, but I still feel like Monogatari has the strongest identity in whatever the fuck that genre is. Like, I look at other things like Bunny Girl Senpai. It's not even deconstruction because Monogatari started it all.
Yeah.
And I feel like everything that's come after Monogatari has been more approachable.
Yeah.
Like it's given the same energy, but it's been a little bit more approachable, less weird, less out there. But Monogatari stands as still like the most kind of like recognizable in my eyes.
Totally.
Of like this is very Monogatari-esque as opposed to this being very Bunny Girl Senpai-esque or other series like that.
Totally.
Yeah, this is a banger fucking decade.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, all of these are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Hunter x Hunter and Mob Psycho maybe my top 5, 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
Made in Abyss as well is fucking amazing. March comes in like, I'm so glad March comes in like a line in this top 10.
The real question is, do you think the 2020s can eclipse this? We are halfway through. Well, actually, we're over halfway through now.
Yeah.
And what are the decade-defining shows so far? Well, we have obviously the big JJKs, Demon Slayers.
Yeah.
I know Vinland Saga's in the 2010s, but it feels more in the 2025s. I don't know.
Yeah, because Vinland Saga Season 2 is what's really kind of like blew up in like with mainstream culture with the I have no enemies meme.
Would you put Free Ren?
Yeah,
I mean, Free Ren's clearly a decade-defining show.
Yeah, for sure.
Orb was this decade as well.
Yeah.
We've had some pretty big
Chainsaw Man as well.
Yeah. We've had some big shows.
Yeah, we've had some amazingly like big shows, amazingly influential shows as well.
What year do we put One Piece in? Is it when it ends? they get it.
It was in the 90s list, right?
Yeah, it was in the 90s list.
Yeah.
But I guess the anime hasn't really been good until recently, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's interesting, isn't it? Is that it was in the top 25 of the 90s list, and yet it wasn't in the top 25 for the 2000s or the 2000s.
One Piece is his own thing.
Yeah, One Piece, that's true.
It's kind of like trying to argue, Dragon Ball as well, where Dragon Ball as an IP is just, I wouldn't say it's like decade defining, it is just anime defining. And One Piece is in that category where it's
the medium defining.
Yeah, it's a medium defining show.
All right.
Yeah, like the 2020s has been pretty strong so far as well. Highest rated series of the 2020s so far. Let's see this.
the Rock.
Bocce's the Rock.
Oh yeah, fucking Apothecary
Diaries, Odd Taxi,
Odd Taxi, or
Look Back, Cyberpunk.
Oh, Edge Runners, yeah.
Delicious in Dungeon.
We have had a phenomenal 5 years.
Yeah, we have.
It's been really good.
I feel like the 2020, like I always say that like anime is as good as ever.
Oshinoko's rated higher than JJK.
Oshinoko is an 8.5. What, are people rotted? What the fuck do they think? Are they dumb?
I also find it funny that JJK is the same rating as Chico.
That's valid.
Yeah, that's valid. Chico is funny.
Ranking of Kings.
Dun, Spy Family.
Yeah, I would say
Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto.
I would say the big trend I'm seeing so far with the 2020s is specifically with shonen anime, where it almost feels like shonen anime is the Fujimoto effect. It's just getting weird. Yeah, everything is getting weird. It is. Yeah. It is.
We got to make that a meme. It's the Fujimoto effect.
It's the Fujimoto effect. Like
me on my third beer.
Like you look at some of like the mega hits right now, and comparing like My Hero Academia to some of the modern shonens, I'm like, yeah, it's the last good kid, it's the last squeaky clean like fucking good kid.
Did you we didn't talk about this when we talked about Chainsaw Man. Did you see that Reze was like based off like a Korean porn?
Yeah. I didn't see that.
So Reze apparently, the design is literally based off of a Korean porn video. It's
It was
Russian?
Yeah.
He's watching a Russian porn? Bro, he's deep in goon territory. That is Freaky Moto.
Freaky Moto! Russian porn actress Hazel Rose is where Fujimoto was inspired for Reze's design.
That's crazy.
Can we bring up the image? Sorry, audio listeners.
Yeah.
We will confirm with our audio how accurate. It's
Oh yeah, there it is.
No, there's even the design of like the bomb girl as well. Like
what, really?
Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah.
Yes. Well, let me see.
Oh, I'm taking piss real quick.
That's so funny. Freaky Moto. Freaky Moto. Oh, man.
Reze design
That is so funny.
inspiration.
Someone must have been so deep in their porn.
Bomb.
They were probably about to jerk it to some
Bro,
vintage 2015 Russian porn, and then they see Reze.
It 100% checks out. Like, you know?
Yeah. 2013. Damn.
Damn. And this only got out. He only got out for this recently. There was some guy.
I saw they got pissed off at him, right?
Yeah.
I think most of the Korean fans got annoyed or something. I was like, why? That's based, dude.
As if we needed to know that he was just a pro gooner. You know?
He is a fucking...
Yeah.
He's a level 100 gooner.
Look, I respect it. I respect it.
Hey, Freaky
Not
Moto.
even the weirdest Fujimoto.
Freaky Moto.
Not even the weirdest Fujimoto thing that's come out.
Yeah, I know.
Which
Which is insane.
All right, let's have a look at the overall then.
Overall. Overall, what do you think? What is the superior decade?
In terms of what? I mean,
Overall.
each decade has its bangers that were defining, but
Yeah.
if you let me pose it like this: if you had to only watch one decade, top 10, which one would you pick?
2010s.
2010s?
I think I would do 2010s as well, actually.
2010s was a
I want to
decade.
say 90s, and I was looking at the list, and I was like, I like the idea of them more than I actually like.
Yeah.
And look, if Monster was in the 90s, I would have done it, but sadly it was 2004.
90s to me is a nice aesthetic. 2010s is so many stories that just define a person, I guess.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So many fucking so many stories here that are just incredible.
It's a nice
That's some fucking heavyweights.
Yeah, it's also a nice mishmash of genres as well.
Yeah.
In the 2010s.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of all over the place. Yeah, I would probably say 2010s.
I'll take
too.
the aesthetic of the 90s though.
Yes.
I'll take the aesthetic of the 90s. And I feel bad. I'm like, maybe the Zoomers were right with Unk Slop if Unk Slop is like the 2000s anime, because damn, I'm looking at this list.
Hey,
I'm
look,
like,
there's some
oh
bang-
shit,
there's some bangers on there.
there's some
come
bangers
on.
on here, but it's just
Don't talk about my onslaught
I
like that.
know.
I love it.
I look at shit like Death Note and Code Geass, and I'm just like, damn, this is
Hey, look, we were cooking.
Code Geass is amazing, but it has so many flaws that it's hard to, say it's the pinnacle.